Morning. Here is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu launches Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line for commercial operations. Federal government plans cash transfer for 20 million poor Nigerians. On the foreign scene, United States gives Israel 30 days ultimatum to boost humanitarian aid in Gaza. In sport, Nigeria's Flamingos begins under 17 Women World Cup campaign against New Zealand. Now, the details. I'm Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has officially launched the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line for commercial operations. Governor Sanwo-Olu joined the train on a ride from Oyinbo Station at 20 minutes past 5 on Tuesday evening to Ikeja, accompanied by many members of the State Executive Council. The Managing Director of the Lagos Area Metropolitan Authority, Lamata Abimbola Akinjo, and other stakeholders in the entertainment sector. Governor Sanwo-Olu noted that the Red Line will reduce travel time, boost productivity, and make life easier for residents of the state. The governor, who urged Lagosians to take advantage and own the infrastructure, said additional coaches for the Blue and Red Line rails will be available next year.
And everybody has the right to protect it. It's not me protecting it. It's not Lamata, it's all of us protecting it. And so when you're in the train, it's you correcting other train users that you have a train journey. Once you leave, another person is using it. So keep the place clean, keep it safe. Leave a serene environment so that other passengers can come in and utilize it.
Passengers who joined the train from the Oyinbo station commended the Sanwo-Olu administration for the steps towards ensuring an integrated intermodal transportation initiatives put in place for the benefit of residents, with assurance that 2,000 compressed natural gas buses are underway.
It's a very nice experience. It's quite peaceful, and the train is going smoothly. Well, perhaps maybe because it's the first time and everybody is quite orderly, the officials are here. And I only hope that subsequently it is also this orderly and peaceful and smooth.
You can plan your movement, you can plan the time to take off, so you can precisely get to where you are going, so precision. So that's the beauty. No traffic, nothing, no bottleneck, no delay, and you arrive in good time at a reasonable cost.
Our correspondent Adela Kenele reports that there are 8 stations on the corridor in Oyingbo, Yaba, Moshi, Oshodi, Ikeja, Agege, Iju, and Agbado in Ogun State, with a maximum of 6 trips at the first instance beginning from 6 o'clock in the morning. The Lagos State government has opened the pedestrian bridge at Lakbare Estate bus stop on the 3rd Mainland Bridge access for public use. Special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, Olufemi Daramola, and said Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu gave the directive to open the bridge based on the high premium the state government placed on the safety of lives of the people. An inspection was carried out on the bridge by a team comprising Lagos State government officials from the Office of Infrastructure and the contractors, was to determine its fitness for continued public use. Daramola urged pedestrians and commuters to see the gesture of the governor as responsive and timely.
Traffic would be better because intermittently we stop vehicles on either side of the carriageway to enable commuters cross from one side to the other. With the pedestrian bridge in place now, all they need to do is cross and traffic movement goes as it should. Oh well, it has a couple of features that are different. The headroom has changed to allow higher articulated vehicles. It was about 5.2 meters before. It's now at 5.6 meters. It has solar panel street lights, and it has cameras to monitor it as well.
Meanwhile, pedestrians, road users, and residents in the area also applauded the state government for being proactive in always ensuring the safety of lives of citizens It will be recalled that the bridge was damaged by the impact of a container-laden truck that tried to maneuver under the bridge, bearing a load that was far beyond the provided headroom of the bridge, thereby causing a negative impact on both vehicular traffic and pedestrian users of the bridge. The quest to make good use of the high solid waste generated in Lagos State has received another boost as the state expressed readiness to partner with some Swedish organizations on how to turn both solid waste and liquid waste into energy across the metropolis. Speaking during a meeting at Alausa, Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokuma Wahab, said the state would continue to pay special attention to waste management, stressing that waste is not waste but remains one of the best resources everywhere. He said waste to energy is a project that the state government is willing to embark on to move the narrative forward progressively and productively. Wahab said Lagos generates between 13 to 14,000 tons of waste per day, and the state is open to suggestions about possible productive ways to turn it into a resource and move the state forward. In a remark, the head of the delegation, representative of the Council of Sweden, and the business promotion officer, Sweden Embassy Abuja, Sarah Ibru, noted that the Lagos state government is known to be very proactive in all its endeavors and that the Swedish organizations are willing to collaborate with Lagos state to turn solid and liquid waste into valuable resources. The Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineers has identified lack of maintenance culture in the country as the cause of recent flooding in Maiduguri, Borno State. While speaking in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, the national chairman of the institution, Al-Hassan Mohammed, said the institution has offered practical suggestions to the government to avert such disaster. Mohammed lamented that most facilities in the country are neglected rather than being maintained after construction, expressing hope that the institution's suggestions will be implemented. It will be recalled that on September 9, a disastrous flooding overwhelmed Maiduguri following the rupture of Alau Dam. During the incident, roads were washed away, houses submerged, animals in the zoo were lost, and even prisoners at the correctional center escaped. And now to other stories. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, says the increase in Nigeria's revenue recorded in the 2024 fiscal year is being strategically allocated to various social intervention programs aimed at improving the living standards of citizens and addressing pressing societal needs. The minister said the social intervention program is targeted to impact 60% of the poorest, reaching 20 million persons. Edun revealed a comprehensive proposed agenda for economic reform which aims to reduce inflation, create jobs, and stimulate growth in key sectors of the economy. The minister also highlighted other initiatives such as the student loan scheme and consumer credits made available to workers to enable them purchase household goods or convert their vehicles to cheaper, cleaner compressed natural gas. And also emphasized the government's focus on agriculture, manufacturing, oil, and housing as vital drivers of the nation's economy. The National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control has urged stakeholders in the medicine sales value chain to verify the source of their medical product and obtain receipt for purchases. This move, it said, aims to combat substandard and falsified medicines, ensuring public safety. NAFDAC Southeast Zonal Director Martin Ziluyo-Made emphasized the importance of collective action against counterfeit medicines during a grassroots awareness campaign in Enugu. Ziluyo-Made stressed that the fight requires collaboration from all stakeholders, promising tangible results soon. He said NAFDAC's effort to aim to safeguard public health and prevent harmful products from entering the market. Today is World Food Day. World Food Day serves as a reminder of the importance of global food security, nutrition, and sustainable agricultural practices. This day holds special significance as a global call to action against hunger and malnutrition. The objective of World Food Day is to eradicate hunger, ensure food security, boost agricultural productivity, and support a sustainable food system. It is a global initiative bringing government, organizations, and individuals to tackle the pressing issue of hunger and malnutrition. The theme for World Food Day 2024, Rights for Food for a Better Life and Better Future, focuses on transforming the food system. In foreign news, the U.S. has written to Israel, giving it 30 days to boost humanitarian aid access to Gaza or risk having some U.S. military assistance cut off. The letter amounts to the strongest known written warning from the U.S. to its ally and comes amid a new Israeli offensive in northern Gaza that has reportedly caused a large number of civilian casualties. It says the U.S. has deep concerns about the deteriorating humanitarian situations, adding that Israel denied or impeded nearly 90% of humanitarian movement between the north and south last month. Israel says it is reviewing the letter, adding that the country takes this matter seriously and intends to address the concerns raised with its U.S. counterpart. Israel has previously said it is targeting Hamas operatives in the north and not stopping the entry of humanitarian aid. Earlier on Tuesday, the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, warned that families in northern Gaza were facing unimaginable fear, loss of loved ones, confusion, and exhaustion because of the Israeli offensive that began 10 days ago. In sport now, Nigeria's under-17 women's national football team, the Flamingos, will kick off the 2024 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup campaign against New Zealand today at the Taiwo Stadium in Santiago, Dominican Republic. Nigeria placed in Group A alongside host Dominican Republic, Ecuador and New Zealand, enters the tournament with high expectations after an impressive third-place finish at the 2022 edition in India. Head coach Bankole Oluwokere has promised to return home with the elusive trophy. The Flamingos rounded off their 10-day intensive camp in Santiago with a 1-1 draw against Mexico in a friendly match on October 8. After the opening game, the Flamingos will face host Ecuador on October 19 and Dominican Republic on October 22 as they push for qualification to the knockout stage. That's it on the news at 10, but just before we go, always carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like on our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture set to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has officially launched the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line for commercial operations. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy Wale Edun has announced social investment programs targeted at impacting 60% of the poorest, reaching 20 million persons. We also told you that the U.S. has written to Israel, given it 30 days to boost humanitarian aid access in Gaza or risk having some U.S. military assistance cut off. Finally, in sport, Nigeria's under-17 women's national football team, the Flamingos, will kick off the 2024 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup campaign against New Zealand today at the Taiwo Stadium in Santiago, Dominican Republic. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio 961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good morning.